up, YouTube? It's Ask the Young One. Sorry, I gotta fix this camera again. I do that like every single time. It's awesome. Wintertime, lips are chapped. Everything's chapped around here. So with that, I wanted to do a video. Someone made a comment about what is going within. And I'm assuming it's relating to what's going within when it comes to healing from a narcissistic abuse, since that's what all my videos have been about so far. So I wanted to touch on that, like for me, what it was like and what it meant to go within. For me to go within, I got to a point where I knew what I was with. I knew the pain it was causing. I knew the behavior. Like I knew all those things. Like I started seeing it. Like I could see it. But at the same time, I didn't know why I was hurting so bad from it. And that was what going within allowed me to find. And so going within allowed me to raise my mindfulness, allowed me to raise my awareness. It allowed me to be able to not let the emotional warfare take over me so much, because I was able to then, through the mindful awareness, see what was happening as they were doing it. What mindful awareness within yourself will do, it will raise you. Like, you will see the projection when they're doing it. You will see the gaslighting when they're doing it. You will see the deflecting that they're doing. You will see the denial that they're doing. It will allow you to see it rather than emotionally go into and fall into it. Instead of falling back into their manipulation, you're aware of it. And when you're aware of these things, especially in the beginning, becoming mindful aware of what you're feeling will then tell yourself when you're about to engage with these people. And like for me, I had a child, so engaging with her was, I could go from my backyard, walk through my house to my front door to meet her so she could pick our child up. And through that process, the mindful awareness allowed me to get my ego in check so that I did not respond to her or to anything that she was doing from an unconscious, unaware mind. And it allowed me to be aware of what I was feeling. And then as that processed, it allowed me to just let the shit go. So that's what going within does. Going within is going to show you where your pain is at. Like there's stages of it. Going within for me in the beginning was just to be able to redirect my subconscious mind. Instead of reacting, it would allow me to say, okay, I'm feeling this. I need to take a break. I need to back up. I need to breathe. I need to see what I'm feeling. So therefore I was allowed to let it out. Let those emotions and those suppressions that were bottling me down through the chaos to let that shit go, because it was not me. It was not the life that I want. It wasn't my heart that created that. So I had to figure out, I had to start reprogramming that awareness. Allowed me to start reprogramming the mind and how we react to things. And then I just worked from there. I started becoming aware of attachment, what I was attached to in that relationship, the things that I had attached, what I considered attaching to that person through what I thought was love, when in reality it was just an attachment that was creating a lot of pain and suffering. So within the awareness, as I started growing in it, I started learning how to detach from that, and knowing that their pain that they were projecting onto me, most of this is their projection of their own inner pain, and they'll project it onto you to be able to gain control, to be able to manipulate you, to wear you down. There's so much that's what they do. And unless you're aware and you're mindful and you're within yourself to be able to see what you're feeling, then they get away with it. And that's what going within does. Going within helps stop that. I mean, it allows you to feel your feelings. It allows you to feel what you're feeling. And if someone like a narc projects their low self-esteem onto you and you feel it, like you feel it, going within is going to teach you that it's, yes, they're projecting theirs onto you, but if you're feeling it, then it's probably something deeper inside of yourself that you need to heal. And as you do that, then the narc's projections and the narc's actions will start to like their abuse will stop becoming, I guess, so like detrimental to your own mental state. That's how it worked for me. And I'm pretty sure, because I have clients that I work with, and as we don't spend a lot of time on like what a narc is, what the narc did, what, you know, I mean, we do spend time with compassion and listening if they need to talk about it, but for the most part, we spend time on understanding what we got to do to move forward and heal and become the person that the narc is showing us that we truly are. And they're showing us by showing us the pain that we need to heal within ourselves. And that's really kind of how I see it. But it does take going within, and it does take understanding the true meaning of suffering and where suffering comes from and why we suffer as humans. And once you're able to start doing that, then you can start from going within yourself. And it's just that mindful awareness. I mean, there is an ability within yourself that if you're unconscious to it, you gotta tap into that. But it's gonna take that mindfulness. So I wanted to do a quick video on that. I hope it helps a little bit. I know for me personally, I'm like obsessed with my inner self, obsessed with finding my highest good and moving it to as many people as I can to help them get to their higher good, instead of people continuously being abused and continuously not seeing their own self-worth enough to allow another to continue to abuse them. That's what I like to work with on, like, help get people past, like rebuilding that, bringing that back up for them, because it's all within them. Their self-worth was never, your self-worth is never changed. And that's the thing. It's the mind of what you think you're worth that has changed. Nothing inside of you has changed, but most of us that have gone through these relationships have shut down certain things within ourselves to be able to get that feel good or get what we think we are missing, because it's the mind. It's how the mind was conditioned through a belief system, basically, that we were all brought up with. And that's what going within does. Going within is going to allow you to, like, see that. It's a daily process. I mean, honestly, this process for me, for anyone, I mean, it's never going to stop. Like, it will go until the day you die. But the key is getting to that point where your values and your self-worth and your self-esteem and your self-confidence are no longer affected by the manipulation of a narcissist, by the words of a narcissist, by them doing things, because then you're able to start seeing what they do, and then they cannot emotionally get into you anymore. And that's what going within has done for me. And not only that, but it allowed me to heal a lot of things within myself that were a part of the original attraction to the narc. So I hope that explained it a little bit. I'm trying to keep it a little bit shorter. And like always, I mean, if anyone has a question, always ask. I mean, I can do as much as I can do with what I read from what people put, but just try to keep it with what I got. So hope everybody has a great Christmas. I know it's still the 23rd, so but just like be obsessed with finding your higher good and live. Being miserable from them, I mean, I know we got to get people to see still, but that's what going with them will do, and it certainly will become your biggest protection against these type of people. They will, once you get to that certain point of awareness and consciousness and self-love again, they're not even going to want to talk to you. You're not even going to be on their vibration. You're not even going to be on their frequency, because then they'll know that they cannot, that they'll know their manipulations won't work. They'll know all that stuff won't work. So they won't even try it, because they don't want to themselves face the criticism or the rejection themselves by attempting to try something when they already know. Then their low self-esteem will keep them at bay. They'll still, maybe if you got kids and stuff, they'll still want to try things, but your awareness will continue to guide you to the best results in dealing with that. You'll know whether or not it's something you need to deal with, or you'll know it's something that you can just let go. So I hope that helps. I did want to show up and say hello to everybody, and I do appreciate everybody that has subscribed and is watching this channel. I truly am. It's like, this is my life. If you see, this is my living room, and I literally just have computer screens. I don't watch TV. I read, study, and meditate. Meditation is a very good way to go inside and find yourself. That's another video, but I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. So talk to you soon. Thank you.